Hey, so I had a great show planned, but I've spent the last couple days tethered to my phone watching my beloved former city burn, Los Angeles. I'm counting 7 now friends who've lost their homes and undoubtedly going to rise. And it's so sad to me. I do believe houses are living things. A lot of people respond, when you say sorry, like, it's just stuff. And I get that sentiment, but I very much believe that the walls of wherever you raise kids and live and love in absorb, and they're kind of alive. And I'm just so sorry that my friends, some of them have lost this member of the family, a place where they created all these incredible memories and beauty. And it just makes me very sad. So what do you do? What do you do when you're sad, but you got to be funny? And it's a great question, because that's what being a professional stand-up is. You go on tour, so many times, and I've listened to these guys talk about it, when they are not feeling it and they got to get up on stage and entertain the crowd, because that's your job. And you got to do things. You got to pursue excellence. And so I thought, well, I got an open mic that was a dedication to my father. It was on his birthday in May, his 84th. And I listened to it and I like it. And it's something that made me feel good. It made me feel connected to my dad, who is, probably doesn't have a whole lot longer to live and is about to move into an old folks home next week. And so what better way than a son to get on stage and rip on their own father to get laughs? No, it's not exactly like that, but this is a stand-up set I did as an ode to my dad. His name's Walton, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's somewhat heartwarming. I think it was appropriate. I hope it's appropriate as so much destruction and pain and suffering gets unleashed on this city that I love. So this episode is 100%, 1000% dedicated to all the people in LA who are suffering right now.
Oh man, that's rubbish! That's rubbish!
We have coming up to the mic is David Walton. Let's give it up for David Walton.
Thank you, everybody. Good to be here. This is a special performance. My dad is turning 84 tomorrow, so this is a note to him. This one's for you, Dad. I don't know why I just did that. He's not dead, but we're gonna keep it going. Does anyone here have a dad who hates hugging? Who finds hugging to be very awkward? Anyone? Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. So you get it. Yeah, it's like a completely different generation. Like, he's born in 1940. It's all handshakes. It's like the generation where, like, you're a boy and they're telling you that your mom died, and they're like, "Put it here, son. She was a good woman. Now go play with some sticks in the woods. You're a good kid." That kind of thing. And so my dad it's so awkward. Like, when I was going off to college, my mom's a huge hugger. And she was like, I don't think she'd ever seen us hug. And so, but she was not going to let him get away with it when I was going off to college. It's like, she was watching us like a hawk. And it was just like one of the most awkward moments of my life, as you sort of inch in with this bear of a man. And he's like, and you could just see him just going, "Oh, we got to get this thing over with." And he came, we gave a big bear hug, and he just ended up giving me the weirdest advice. He was just like, "Whatever you do, don't get caught." And I was like, all right. And then I thought about it, I was like, that's actually pretty good advice, I did get caught a lot, but it's still good advice. I got caught a lot. So my wife and I are like overcorrecting on the hugging thing. We have a 10 and 11-year-old, and we're over-hugging. We're hugging a ton. My son is just like, we call it Oreo cookies. We're the cookies, he's the sweet cream filling. We're jumping into milk. It's just over the top. And we even like double spoon him in bed, which is a problem, because they say, like, kids
whatever they get used to, they're gonna want, and when they're adults. So the Vegas odds that my son at age 30 turns into like a Mormon polygamist is high. It's high. It's like 67%. And I got a pamphlet about polygamy. And if you read it carefully, it does make a lot of sense. It really does. For multiple husbands, but I don't have enough time to get into that one. That's gonna be my next step. But I know my wife would like multiple husbands. So what else we got here? Oh yeah, so my dad carries a lot of shame, and we're all stand-ups here, so we have a tremendous amount of shame as well. But I think like the kids' generation these days, like they don't have enough shame. It's a seesaw. Like they need a little bit more shame. Like I came from 7 kids, right? I had 6 siblings. And like if I did something shameful, like let's say I sharted or something, I would never ever tell anyone, right? I would run to the bathroom, I would panic, wash my underwear, because honestly, if like any of my siblings found out that I'd sharted, like I was Shark Boy for at least a year and a half, and being introduced to friends and family as Shark Boy. And like nowadays, it's just very different. Like something has happened, and like the other day my daughter's on the couch, she's eating granola, and she's like, "Hey Dad, can you get some new underwear? I just sharted." I'm like, "Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean you sharted?" She's like, "I thought it was a fart. What? Just give me my underwear." I'm watching some super weird anime. And I'm like, no, I'm not your fucking servant. Like, and then I realize, because unfortunately, like I do know a lot about sharding. And so the key with sharding really is to mimic a statue. Like you want to wait for help, and you don't want to move. So I went and got her the underwear. But it's just like, we really do need more shame for these kids. So I started to spank them when they shart. I'm just kidding. I don't spank them. I really don't. No. But like I will say, like the whole family. There's 4 of us. We do need to gamble less. My generation, we call it sharting, taking the gamble and losing, and we're losing a lot in the house. So we need to change that. Anyway, my dad's name's Jay. He's 84 tomorrow, and he definitely, like my heart breaks for him. He needs less shame. Like he's way too hard on himself whenever he sharts. He's like, he's just like, God damn it, and he just waddles away. He's like, why didn't you just hold the goddamn fart in, you idiot? That kind of guy. I love him to death. Dad, this one was for you. It's your birthday. If you guys could do me a favor on the count of 3, can you just say happy birthday, Jay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Jay!
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, let's keep it going. Keep it going. Happy birthday to your old man.
It's funny listening back to that. There's some stuff I'm going to try again. I like the not enough shame. I think I can expand on that. I like that, though. I think I can make a better joke. So I can't resist to do a little analysis. I can make a better joke with the generation where they tell you that your mom died and then just tell you to go play with a stick immediately after. I think that can be punched up. I'll find better jokes there. But I like that bit. I like talking about my dad. I realize I did it for his birthday, but then you listen to stand-up, and so much of it is about your family of origin. So I think I'll expand on that. My dad is he's a funny character, so I should be able to find some more stuff. And then, of course, I think I'm batting 1,000 for bringing up feces in all these first 7 open mics. That clearly is my passion, a fecal philiac, and maybe I should just launch a podcast about feces because clearly it needs to come out. But the shame, not enough shame in children is definitely an area that I have a lot to say on. And so I think I'll work on expanding that. And yeah, so I'm happy. It was nice to hear laughs. It's weird when you're up there, I don't really hear them. They don't necessarily feel like I did well. And then I guess that's why you record, because you really get a sense that, oh, there was some enjoyment there. There was some like genuine laughter, which is a nice feeling. So here we go. Thank you for being here. I hope that made you chuckle a little bit. I hope that everyone stays safe. And just like the over-hugging that I'm doing with my children in response to the under-hugging I got from my father, I do hope everybody, rather than venery this week, I hope it's just really overdo the hugging. That's it. Lots of love. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.